Southern Extreme TV. We've got the trailer, we've got a bunch of gear, we got John Boy, we got Dad. We are loading up, going to Ohio. This is the first trip that Southern Extreme TV has made outside of the state of North Carolina, other than South Carolina, which you can't really count South Carolina, but we are going north, and I'm super excited about it. We're going to be up there for the first week of November. The weather is going to be great. I believe it has been raining pretty much for 3 or 4 days straight. That rain is supposed to blow out of there tomorrow morning, and then a cold front is coming through, and it's going to be the first time all year that it's been in the 30s there in Ohio. And not only is it the first time, but we're going to have 4 to 5 days consistently in the 30s. So I think these deer are going to be definitely starting the rut. I think the young bucks are definitely going to be running like crazy, and I think we may get lucky enough to see a couple good mature deer. We got a lot of packing to do, and we got a lot of driving to do tonight. We're going to drive through the night, get to our cabin, and then we're going to spend pretty much all day tomorrow scouting, pick out a spot, and then pretty much start hunting from there. So super excited to be on the road and going to a different state, trying something new. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I'm hoping I can string together a couple different videos on this series. So thanks for hanging out. Hit that subscribe button. See you guys in Ohio. Woo-wee. Guys, it is 2:15 in the morning, but we are in the Buckeye State of Ohio. Just pulled in here to what we're going to be calling home for the next 8 nights. So I'm super excited. I'm going to check in with you guys in the morning when we start doing some scouting. We got a little bit of stuff we got to unload, and then go make sure we can get into the cabin. So see y'all in the morning. Alright guys, it is the next morning. We made it in late last night, grabbed just a couple of essentials, basically hopped in the cabin and fell asleep. As you can tell, not, you know, a 5-star type place, but it's deer camp, baby. Officially started our kind of scouting mission. We've been riding around just trying to get a feel for the different areas. We're right in between two tracks of public. Yeah, it's clean right there. Yeah, that's clean. There's some guys just absolutely obliterated a pheasant. Good morning, guys. It is the next morning. We spent all day yesterday walking around scouting, trying to find some different areas to hunt. One thing about the place that is definitely kind of a letdown is the amount of hunting pressure. There is a lot of hunting pressure up here, but the good thing is where we're at, there's a couple different public land tracks around us. So the first track we kind of rode around, looked, seen some hunters, not a lot. The second track, which is the track we thought we really wanted to hunt, we got there, and just about every single parking area or pull-off spot, there was 1, 2, or 3 trucks parked at it. So we found a couple nice spots over there, found some good buck sign, but there's just people everywhere. So we backed out, came to the first spot that we rode by. A lot bigger timber, definitely some hardwoods up next to some bedding. Found a couple nice scrapes, a couple good trails, and the good thing is we did not see the hunting pressure on that side of the property in comparison to the other one. So we got a game plan together. We know where we're going to go hunt out. We've got a spot picked out for me, Dad, and John. We're going to drop John off on the way in. Dad's going to drop me off, and then he's going to go park the truck and go to his spot. So probably going to hunt till 10:30, 11 o'clock. Get down, go do some more scouting, just trying to find some new places, better places, and just get our eyes on as much stuff as possible. So it's early in the morning right now. I got a little bit of a walk in, and I'll check in with you guys once I get up in the tree. I did not put on enough clothes. I am freezing to death. Guys, we just seen our first Ohio deer. It was a buck. Had to have walked right under Dad. Dad just texted. Said that he was a 7-pointer, but I seen him coming down the ridge over there that Dad's on. And by the time I got the camera up and on him, he had already went off down in that little drainage. And I never seen him come back up. It's the afternoon. We've been walking around pretty much all day, trying to do some scouting. There goes Dad right there. He just dropped me off. Basically got this little creek bottom right here. We've got private land. Right there's the private land. Big crop fields. And this is a little finger of public that essentially goes all the way around on this back side. So my plan, we walked pretty much the entire perimeter of this public today. My plan is to cut through this little middle section and just slide in and hunt on the ground this afternoon, trying to catch these deer coming from their bedding area, coming into this corn. I've got the crossbow with me tonight. Main reason for that is because I'm going to be sitting on the ground, and I want to be able to get away with as much movement as possible. So we're just going to ease my way up through here, see if we get up here and shoot a deer, guys. Really good creek crossing right here. Ooh. A little too good of a crossing. So right now, what I'm trying to debate is just sitting up against this big tree. There's a nice little nook in it where I could see out through this bottom and potentially have the opportunity to, if I heard a deer coming out of that over there, to get a shot. But that's another cornfield over there, and I think the major bedding is right there. My wind is kind of blowing right on the edge, right on the borderline of that. So I may hunker down right here just for a little bit and make sure that wind is going to stay pretty consistent for where it's at. Right there looks like a horn tree back in there. Alright guys, I know it's kind of dark, but it was super quiet down there in the bottom. So I want to try to talk early so that way we don't booger anything up. It is deathly quiet down here. I was able to get in here and set up without disturbing anything. There wasn't any deer blowing. I feel good about it, just not a whole lot of sign here. Like I said, it mainly come back to this area because Dad got on that big buck and I didn't really have any other area scouted out for me to get to without just going in blind and probably doing more harm than good. So I'll sit here for a little bit, be good and quiet, fingers crossed. Hopefully we see some bucks cruising through here. I'm hoping maybe this cold weather will make these bucks start wanting to push these does a little bit harder. So keep our fingers crossed, try to stay on our toes. Guys, there's a giant buck. Meh. Shit. I think I shot high, guys. I think I just shot high. I didn't know how far that deer was. He was at like 40. That deer's not hit. That deer's not hit at all. That deer come right down them scrape lines, man. Man, I shot him for 50. I don't think he was 50. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. He's coming right down where I needed him to come. I stopped in the perfect lane, man, but I thought he was 50 yards and he was closer. I think he was about 40. Well, guys, I wasn't that far off. I think that deer was really about 45, but he ducked just a little bit. It looks like I just ran straight across the top of his back. It looked like a big 7-pointer. Dude just absolutely did it perfect, man. Yeah, he's not big though. Alright, I'm gonna try grunting a couple times. I'm gonna bang the horns together a couple times too, just to see if I can get something to poke his head into this little bottom. There's bucks definitely getting off down in here now, so see what happens. guys, I'm at a loss. You know, even after shooting and missing that deer, so I technically didn't miss him, I just nicked his back. This is the type of hunt that sometimes you only get once in a lifetime. You know, big buck comes in bow range, able to get a shot at him, rattling a small 8-point that I've never been that close to a wild deer. Even visiting Cage Cove, I've never been that close to a wild deer to the point to where I could have reached out and thumped him with my finger right on the nose. This is just one of them little places that's beautiful. My access in here, it's a little bit of a walk, but it's not deep. It's not deep into the woods for this particular spot. The issue is if you're hunting by yourself and you have to park at the main public access, then you've got a long walk to get here, and pretty much you have to walk through everything that all those deer were coming through. So I think this is definitely a spot that, unless I see something different this afternoon while scouting, I think this is an area that I'm going to come back into tomorrow morning. I mean, you're almost at that point of like, how can I not? Dad's getting ready to get down out of his stand. I got to go pick John Boy up. We told everybody we was going to pick each other up at 11. I've got the keys to the truck, so I got to be the one picking everybody up. Yeah, it has slowed down. I hadn't really seen any deer moving probably in the last hour. So I'm going to get down, not really get down, I'm going to pack all my stuff up, and then I'm going to just ease out of here and go do some more scouting this afternoon. But guys, that's going to be a wrap for the first video of this Ohio trip. It's the first time I've hunted out of the state of North Carolina, second day ever hunting out of North Carolina. And I had the potential to have tagged out, should have tagged out, had every opportunity in the world. But things happen, and that's why when it does come together, it's such a magical moment. So be sure to stay tuned, guys. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trying to grow this thing to 100,000 subs. Every click gets me just a little bit closer, so please hit that button. See how big we can get this family growing. Love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. We're in here the rest of the week, guys. I think somebody will arrow a big buck before it's over with. I'm pumped, man. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see y'all here in a little bit.